Hello, everybody. I'm back. Alrighty, and I am back. Metal. Yes, indeed. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Hello again, sir. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. So this is Phoenix Wright. It's a courtroom drama type of puzzle game kind of thing. Weirdly enough. Either way, Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. Also, after this game is, or this stream is over, I actually have the first episode of this backlogged on my Twitch. So if you want to watch that and then get yourself caught up completely, but you can also just pick up from here. It'll just, watching the first part will give you some context and all that. But either way, the prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, man. Yeah, I have looked into it. I might be trying to get into it at some point. Please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let's use this map of the office floor to explain. The body was found by the window here. The cause of death: loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Floor plans added to the court record. It's not a statue. It's a clock. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. I've expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The girl was a customer from the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I press. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I can do all of them, and I will do all of them. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why's that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing it. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claims was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written in a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Also, there was blood found inside of the victim. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm pretty sure blood inside of the victim means she was murdered at some point. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Yeah.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found the memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it was the word Maya. written clearly in blood. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm reading it again. Dang it. Shit. Did you find any evidence? 1 second, folks. I have returned. Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Know that buddy jumps the gun on the gumshoe. Just listen. Get into the good part. I had a bad feeling about this. Found a memo written. Yeah. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who wrote it, Smarty Pants? Who? Let's go with I did. It could have been me. What? So it was you? No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Put the phone down, Mr. Wright. I got it. I was the one who killed her. It was me. I did it. And they just like, maybe it was him. Hold on. So you admit to this. You admit that you wrote the note. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote... Oh, wait. Oh, he does have. What kind? Yeah, again. So it's a lot of what this game is. It's just reading and stuff like that. So the fun of this is that I kind of get to talk about it, you know, that whole thing. Again. What kind of tests were these again? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hermogoblins, hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests, but I do know about the taste of blood. That's kind of the main thing this series is known for. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue. But thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? Let's see. Blood found on the victim's finger. Wait a minute. Which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oof. I need a soundboard. I do. I need to figure out how to link up a soundboard, cause that could have been like the Roblox oof, that whole thing. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Order! Order!
That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay. There has to be a contradiction in there. Securing the suspect. Examine the key. Scene of my own. Memo written, peacemakers. Clearly implied. So now I get to actually try and find what's wrong with it. Let's see. Wait a minute. Yep, hold on. Nope. Autopsy. Instantaneous death. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it as the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No butting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately couldn't have had the time to write down anything.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see!
Damn you, Edgeworth. Dinkelberg. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Detective Gumshoe, was I a fool to trust you in your report? Me? I wasn't, huh? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But, Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn. You just said damn you earlier. What do you mean, darn? Gosh. Oh. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink.
Order! An introduction may not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Tee-hee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Witness testimony, witness account. Witness. It was like 9 at night. Looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then a woman, dodged to one side and ran away. You know what? If blood pumps through it, it's a heart. Apparently. So, the penis can be a heart. But the girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, don't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Damn it, I can't speak.
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
It's like 9 at night, looked out the window, you know. Yep. Saw a woman with long hair being attacked. What? How do you know? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well... Oh, sorry, shit. Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Indeed again. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. What? I like how also, like, my... my chat at this point is, like, also, like, an anime at this point. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Again. Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean, okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, You would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her, and I'm no expert on fashion. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Row. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. Okay. And again! See everything. Dodged the first attack, ran off to the right. Girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
She hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. The clinker, I think. The stinker, I clink, the think, I stink. Well...
Alright, bud?
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
And again. Is that right as in your right? As you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! That was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Wright is satisfied about the right. When the right is right, all the rights are right. Right? Right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then? Hold on. Clock? Yep, it did! It did! I knew it! I knew it! I frickin' knew it! I knew it. No, 'cause Gumshoe called it a statue and nobody called it a clock. You lying, these hoes ain't loyal, doo-doo. These hoes ain't loyal, doo-doo. These hoes ain't
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win 'em all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm on to something now.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order. Damn, I'm getting all the names, all the voices mixed up.
You want me to bang this gavel, big man?
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Oh, that was close. If he had stopped me there, the trial would be over.
what? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What?
That's because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay and Company?
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay and Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Yes, I do. Amateurs, amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions, quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. That's what it is. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Tisk. Tisk. Oh. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility.
The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
I can, bitch. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is every proof you like so much? The evidence that proved when the clockwork was removed is...
Take that!
Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. It isn't my phone. Oh, listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order! Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then?
If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before.
That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, I do! The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Oh, it's the thinker, motherfucker! It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything's sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today.
What is it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee. Wink. Scary? Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh my... Look at that face! Let's just... I gotta get a drink. Let's just take a moment to admire how aggressive that face... Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the clock was a weapon because... Miss May held that very clock in her hands.
Mr. Wright, when was this?
When she used it to strike the victim. When else?
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Actually, no. Fuck, I fucked it up. Tisk, tisk. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Oh, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder? She can't prove it. She did it. It would be my... It would be my pleasure. No way! Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Tee-hee, didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates with the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you've just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say. Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock? Have a look at this.
That...
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that?
I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof is that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Listen once more to the conversation. I'm not reading it again. It's talking about how the clock was a thinker. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer.
It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point.
Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court?
At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Right, on with the cross-examination. April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes? But that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh, think. This can't be the end, but I'm out of evidence. Then I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call?
None, Your Honor. She's the last.
What? But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The defense would like to call the bellboy after all.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought.
May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default your client, Miss Maya Fay, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
The G-set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the time she requested, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I'm gonna go to the one point that I see an issue with. Precisely 9, then?
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 o'clock p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then.
Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time?
You're sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an, embarrasser, sir.
Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk. Finally you understand. The bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie.
Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Just gonna go ahead and save real quick. Just in case. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May's room at 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. What? $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on that ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. That was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! Oh... Shit! Oh, Edgeworth, your job is on the line, sir. What? I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see a man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's possible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. Alright, man. I probably won't stream tomorrow, but more than likely, I'll stream on Tuesday. Follow me, on Twitter at Kid Paticus, and, you know, feel free to join in, all that. I'm gonna just finish up this case, and it'll be logged on, Twitch and everything. So, feel free to watch the rest, and I'll see you at the next stream. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the present of the other man from this court. Oof!
Upstart, amateur, these accusations are ludicrous.
See ya.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That's all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Also, thank you to Beanhead31 for following.
Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see. But I got a great lead.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Since...
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much this will how much good this will do me at all. Now, anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and that's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Alright guys, I don't think I'm ready to quit entirely. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little break, use the bathroom, see if I can get something to eat, and then I will be back. Does that sound good? Alrighty. I'm gonna just update the stream real quick. Are you guys enjoying? I hope you guys are. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick and then update the description so people know that I am on my break. Have I saved already? That's the third time. Alright, so I will return.